News on Channel 27.
For now, we will talk about windmills and the power they make. Also, we'll discuss the good stuff they do for the environment.
Windmills are over 100 meters tall. Windmills produce a ton of energy too. The windmill design used in 1870 is still used today.
Europeans also had designs of the windmill in 1270 AD.
Jose Zayas, Wind Program Director, announced his Wind Vision. This is a new initiative to revisit the findings of a 2008 report.
The report in 2008, if you didn't know, says that the U.S. Department of Energy published a 20% wind energy by 2030 initiative.
Wind power can power over 15 million homes in the United States, and it's currently the #1 source of renewable electricity.
Since early recorded history, people have utilized wind energy. They propelled boats along the Nile River as early as 5000 BC. It also helped Persians pump water and grind grain between 500 and 900 BC.
In around 1000 AD, the Europeans adopted the windmill idea. They used windmills to help drain lakes and marshes in the Rhine River Delta.
There are many remarkable advances that wind power has made over a long period of time.
Did you know that the U.S. currently has 61,110 megawatts of installed wind project capacity, comprising 5.7% of total U.S. installed electric generating capacity?
Cool. Also, I read in a magazine that windmills are the fastest growing source of electricity in the world.
And a single windmill can power over 500 turbines are on land that's private.
Oh, talking about wind turbines, the modern ones.
Oh, and wind turbines also produce as much as 25% of electricity in Texas.
American wind power is a $10 billion profit a year industry.
Wow, that's a ton of money. Also, wind power uses virtually no water, unlike almost every other energy source.
Predictably, by 2030, wind power will save nearly 30 trillion bottles of water. Also, wind power produces as much as 45% of the electricity in Spain.
As of May 2014, the U.S. is home to 46,000 operating wind turbines.
Wind power is a credible source of new electricity generation in the U.S. Wind power comprised 43% of all new U.S. electric capacity additions in 2012 and represented $25 in new investment. Wind power currently contributes more than 12% of total electricity generation in 9 states.
I'm Bella Hardesty.
And I'm Kaleigh Burnett.
And this is your BK News on Channel 27. Have a great day. There are 2 classes of a windmill, horizontal axis and vertical axis. The vertical axis design was popular during the early development of the windmill. However, its inefficiency of operation led to the development of the numerous horizontal axis designs. Of the horizontal axis versions, there are a variety of these, including the post mill, smock mill, tower mill, and the fan mill. The earliest design is the post mill. It is named for the large upright post to which the body of the mill is balanced. This design gives flexibility to the mill operator because the windmill can be turned to catch the most wind depending on the direction it is blowing. To keep the post stable, a support structure is built around it. Typically, the structure is elevated off the ground with brick or stone to prevent rotting.
Wow! Wow, that windmill is pretty big. Yeah, windmills take a lot of work to make. Like what? Well, there are different steps to making a windmill. First, you gotta make the parts, then you put them all together. There are about 8 basic steps to a windmill. First, the top parts are made of galvanized steel, which you have to bend and cut a lot of cold wire with this machine to get. Then at the end of the machine, holes are drilled in specific places of the metal as directed by the windmill design. The gearbox is a combination of various gears, axles, rotors, and wheels. These parts have to be put together by hand. After they're put together, the gearbox is put in special housings specifically made for the gearbox. Now the fan is made of metal rim with slightly curved blades attached. The rim is produced on a machine that rolls steel strips into circular hoops. A typical design will have 5 pairs of evenly spaced intervals along the rim. The fan blades and tail are cut from pieces of sheet metal, then the blades run through a machine that gives them their slight curve. After this, they are attached to this metal rim in such a way that can be raised or lowered depending on weather conditions. After the windmill's parts are made, they must find a site to construct it on. The place that they find has to have at least 15-mile-per-hour winds. Once they find a good place, they gotta clear the land of trees and any other structures that might block wind. Once everything is in order, the parts gotta be together. Once this is done, they raise it up vertically and stamp it into the ground on a flat base.